Okay, so we already know what the cards do, but this will be the first time that we get to see the level up animation. So here we go.
Even in death, your spirit is mine.
Okay, I'm just gonna quickly say, kill up to 2 allies where you slay another ally, revive it. It's been 4 days since we've seen the cards or something. But I am so excited about this effect because what I didn't read the first time around was when you slay another ally, revive it. And that is like an aura. It's not like Chronicler of Ruin where it's like, I killed 2 allies and then it does this one time. No, if you play Mordekaiser and you have 2 mana backed up, you can hate spike whatever you have on the field and just kill something again and revive it. It is sick. It is so good. Like I said, the first deck that I have cooked up is a Morgana Mordekaiser deck. We're gonna be sharing curses. Mordekaiser is also Titanic, so the 2 mana landmark that says play curse an enemy with terror, and when you play Titanic unit, destroy me and draw 2 cards. That is sick with Mordekaiser, and also with the Iron Hound. Really cool.
Beware, my lord. Neela comes for your armor. Do not fail me, Willat.
First time ally dies, revive 1 health and stunned. But this is sick, right? Like, you kill 2 of your allies and you get 2 of them back because they have Deathless. Yeah, that's insane.
Behold my dominion!
They said it had an animation! Wait.
Fight, flee, it will make no difference!
Okay, dude. Oh, what is this? Okay, hold on. I gotta see that again. So this is his 10 mana Ruination, but you pick an ally that challenges another enemy. So everything dies except that. So the synergy with Mordekaiser here is, if you have him on the field and you challenge with Mordekaiser, everything behind him dies, but then comes back because of the aura, right? Okay, so here we go. Let's see the effect again.
Behold my dominion!
It like grabs the card, dude. Oh my god.
Fight, flee, it will make no difference!
Flight. Oh, it's so good.
You are undone.
It's so good. Oh, what is that effect? Wait. What is this? Is that because Mordekaiser attacking? Is this effect because Mordekaiser attacking and like activates his drain ability? That's so good. The board goes into Death Realm? Oh my god, wait, you're right. Wow. Wait. Huh? It stays that way?
You are undone. Woe to the
That's
vanquished.
so insanely cool. Okay, here we go. Stuff I'm actually interested in this time. Okay. Twice Lane, rare. First star power is round start. If you have the attack token, create a 2-cost indestructible in hand, or if you have one, reduces cost by 1. An indestructible, is that's a 3-mana spell, right? That's a 3-mana burst spell that just says give something deathless this round, I think. That's pretty good, I think. I don't really know. That's fine. Yeah, is it Grant Deathless? Oh, Grant. Okay, that's a bit better then. Grant Deathless, okay. And then 2-star power, +1 starting mana. When you revive an ally, grant it +2/+0 and overwhelm. We have to revive it first. That's okay. I'm gonna say that this looks a bit awkward because when you revive something with Deathless, they're stunned. Right? Round start, create a 2-cost indestructible in hand, or if you have one, reduce its cost by 1. Oh, and this is then instead of only doing it with attack token. I'm not impressed, but if this said elusive, I would have been. Okay, no, but seriously, I think this card is really fun. I think playing an archetype in Path of Champions that just like I'm giving everything Deathless, I'm able to revive everything, is really cool. But it doesn't look that strong because Deathless gets stunned. If like this said Deathless doesn't stun anymore or something, it would have been really fun. I think this is the least exciting one. I mean, still pretty cool. Still pretty cool. Okay, so let's look at Morgana.
You will know regret. The Divine should liberate, not subjugate.
They are damned.
I will fight with you, but I will never call you mother.
Okay, how good is Mihira, chap? How good do we think Mihira is? You stun or you shackle 2 enemies, so they have to pay 4 mana each to get them back. How good is that? 8 out of 10? On looks, 10 out of 10. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with that. It's Yone with Overwhelm. I think it's a bit better than Yone. It's also a different region. Like in Ionia, as weird as it sounds, Ionia doesn't have a great way to leverage like unit strength most of the time, because Ionia's power comes from like cheap elusives if they want to actually play a unit-based deck. But like their big stuff doesn't have Overwhelm. Their big stuff doesn't have elusive unless it's like Empyrean. So Ionia doesn't really play for units, but Targon does. Targon can do a lot with a 6/8 that just disables two units. That's probably why it's not a stun, like a straight up stun. It's also why Mind Splitter was like a delayed stun. Is because Targon, if they get to do that kind of stuff, it kind of just goes really hard. It's like an insta win. 7.5 out of 10, maybe a 1-off. I think I agree with that. Yeah, I think I could see Mihira being a 1-off in a lot of decks. I don't even know if it's like super good with Morgana unless you're playing a deck that is more about buffing your own unit as opposed to like disabling your enemy units. So like maybe Morgana Akshan would love Mihira, right? Morgana Akshan or something. I think this is cool. I think it looks really cool. Just don't know how strong it is. What's up, Alfred?
My absence has made you strong, Morgana.
You will know suffering!
It's a good level up.
Share in my curse. Do not look away.
Okay. I know I'm like talking about everything because I haven't really been able to look at how it looks in game and how powerful or how smooth it would actually feel to play these effects. But attacking and then instantly saying to the strongest enemy unit like, hey, you don't get to block. Plus, the spell to unshackle the unit is focus speed, so they can't do it during that combat. Morgana also seems to level pretty easily. Maybe a bit too easily, even. Like, targeting 8 units, enemies, and allies, I don't think it's that hard. Especially because Morgana, like, targets something twice. I'm very curious how often she will actually level. On what turn? Like, on turn 5 or turn 6? I think her level up, if she is too strong, will absolutely go up. She does not have to see it, no. That's why I think it's so ridiculous. She doesn't have to see it. Imagine if Troll Chan was still a thing. I mean, if you look at Damasha, which she is part of, there's a lot of two-sided targets. Like single combat targets an ally and an enemy. So that's +2 for Morgana. Morgana shackles an enemy twice. That's also +2. I think it's potentially like pretty ridiculous. Curse an enemy with shackles twice, they have to pay 4 mana to get it back. Morgana is essentially a 1 mana 3/4 lifesteal. I know that's not really how it works because unit mana is more valuable than spell mana, but it's like on like paper straight up, it looks so powerful. Mirror shackles 2 units twice each, so they have to spend 8 mana to unshackle, not 4. I mean, that's not really true because they can choose, right? I'm assuming they get 2 separate shackles in hand, so they could just choose like, hey, I want this one back now and the other one later. I mean, yeah, you're right. They would have to pay 8 mana total to get both their units back, which is also how much Mihira costs. The thing is, though, if you're open attack or if you're attacking, if you have the attack token and you play Mihira, you choose 2 enemy units, you disable them, and then your opponent's like, okay, I can pay 8 mana now to get them back, and then play like a 2 or 3 drop or something. I still think like you're kind of losing if you do that, and maybe Mihira is just insane. But I don't know. It's hard to say. I think the package by itself is insanely strong. Do you think she has a streamer deck? I think so. Yeah. I don't know if it'll be good, but I think she does with Akshan. Like Akshan literally loves that level of text.
Suffering was not in vain.
So we have her Path to Champion stuff. 1 star is when you target an enemy, curse it with shackles. The first thing I thought when I saw this was the Blade's Edge power. There is a power that says at the start of every turn, get a Blade's Edge, a fleeting Blade's Edge in hand. So every turn, you just get to target something with it, even during combat, and instantly disable them. You pay 1 mana, and your stupid AI Lux emoting opponents have to pay 2 mana to get it back. And AI is stupid. They won't know what hit them. I wonder if they had to make changes to the AI where they're like, oh, wait, huh? I have to play this shackle card to get them back. Do you think they make like changes to the coding to make AI smarter? I think it'll completely just like break the bots, and I'm all for it. So 2-star is 1 starting mana, round end, deal 2 to cursed enemies and 1 to the enemy nexus for each curse in their hand. This is really fun. I just think like playing Path of Champions, breaking your champion, and watching your opponent have like 6 curses in their hand is going to be so funny. And then their 3-star is when you target an enemy, curse with shackles, increase the cost of enemy curses everywhere by 1. So I don't know how this works. Is this like every time you shackle something by targeting it, or anytime you give shackles in any way, shape, or form, the curses everywhere go up by 1? Or is this like an aura? It's like, okay, they just cost 1 more now. Single? It's an aura? I think it is an aura, yeah. So it's the same as her level 1, except now they cost 3 instead of 2. It's the 5 mana spell for it's 6 mana, I think, but okay, that makes sense. It's an aura? Okay. That's that makes a lot more sense. I think it would be a little bit broken if that wasn't the case. That said, when you trigger curse on a cursed target, cost goes up. When you trigger curse on a cursed target, what does that mean? It's a dot, not a comma. Yeah, no, you're right. So it's an aura. Okay. Have you told them yet? Have I told them what, Marshall? About early access? Yeah, I've told people a while ago. Morde's voice seems so much cleaner compared to LoL. What do you think? Yeah, I actually really liked it during the level up. It was like fight or flee. It does not matter or something. Yeah. Okay. I think this is probably like, as far as powers go, the most fun one. If somebody's cursed and you curse it again, the price of their curse goes up. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, it stacks in that way, right? It's like somebody's shackled, and then you shackle them again. Instead of them paying 3 to get rid of the curse, they have to pay 6. Yeah, okay. Okay, Elder Dragon. Let's do it. Behold! Okay. I'm gonna keep pausing because we've all seen that. We already know what the cards do. Let's just talk, chat. How good do we think the Cloud Drake is real fast? How good is this card, chat? 1 to 10. Tell me. How good? And your rating with a Snnuy Ed. A 2 out of 10. 10 being insane, 1 being trash. Cute. It is actually like, it has like a skull head, but it has like fluff here. 8. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of 8s actually. 9, 6, 5, 6. Joel out of Joler. A good answer. Okay, I think this card is probably a 7. I think this card is better than it looks, even though it is really slow. But this is the card, and there's 1 or 2 more that make me really excited to play Elder Dragons. Elder Dragons? I don't know. I think it is slow, but if you're playing Elder Dragon, you're already telling yourself, like, I'm picking this region, I'm picking this champion because I want to go slow and do cool stuff. And then this kind of speeds up your game plan. And it's a 6 mana 6/6 in Demacia. Like, if you have a Shyvana, if you have like strafing strikes, if you have single combats, this can like this body is kind of good. And it's also we've seen dragon synergies, right? We've seen the card that says like when I'm on the board, if you play a dragon boon, give it to all your dragons. We've seen the Targon Gem Dragon. That's like give your dragons +1/+1 where you play a fast, slow, or skill. I think it's pretty good. I think there is real reason to play this card because it's just like a dragon for those synergies as well. If these decks end up being playable, this is probably the reason. World players are already using this card to make Warden OP again. Bro. Wait! Are world competitors playing Warden of the Tribes with Elder Dragon? Oh my god, I could totally see that. Are they? Is that what they're doing? Is that real? Oh no, it's probably just Demacia Freljord anyway. Is it Elder Dragon Freljord or is it just Demacia Freljord? Oh my god, I could totally see Elder Dragon with that deck. Dude, that's insane. It makes so much sense too because we have the dog, the 2 mana 2/3, the Omen dog. Oh, you can put it on Nico deck. No, Nico doesn't do dragons. Wait, why am I like that? Okay, it's a 10 out of 10 then, because you can make Warden 8 mana again. You can make Warden 8 mana again, and that is just good enough. That will do it. That will do it. All right, good. All right, I really wish I didn't pause. Anyway, moving on.
Humbly, I ask you to lend me your power.
Elder Dragon, I am your
This one.
destiny.
Okay, so if the Cloud Drake was a in my book a 7, but it'll probably be a 10. What is this? How good is this card? This one is probably pretty trash because it's 7 man instead of 6, and also it requires a dragon board. It needs you to have a board of dragons. When have you seen dragon decks go wide with dragons? And it's not Titanic. Why is this not Titanic? Yeah, Silent Angel, thank you for the bits. Yeah, I think we have to at this point. I'm pretty tired of this Fryer region, man. It's been a little good for a little long. Yeah, I think this card is bad. I could see. Yeah, I mean, it needs. This is not a Demacia card. This is an Elder Dragon card. It's really strange to have this text because it's like this is giving Demacia a card that isn't really a Demacia card. If you play this in Demacia, it has no effect. It literally has no text outside of Elder Dragon. And then it's a 7 mana 7/6, which is terrible. Very strange card to print. I think this is terrible. Really, really bad card. If you do play with Elder Dragon, though, at least, you know, you can have synergies, do cool stuff with it, I guess. Yeah, it does have Fury, but, you know, whatever. When I'm playing it, it's still a 7/6. It doesn't have Challenger or something that actually impact the board. It looks really fun. Like, this card, the Gem Dragon and the Cloud Drake, looks so much fun to play in a deck together. So much fun. And it's probably what I'm doing day 1. Or early access. Day 0.
Elder Dragon, I am your destiny.
To see this
Yeah,
in my
this
lifetime
right
is
here,
a
man.
joy inexpressible.
This right here. Oh my god. This is all I want from decks. This is all I want when I build decks. That's so good, man. So it's Challenger, it's +1/+1 tough, +1/+1 fearsome, deathless. Oh, you get to see all the effects too. Oh
Everything
my god.
has led to this moment.
Oh yeah. I cannot be stopped. Yeah, good one, dude. So it's fearsome, Challenger, tough. Already had fear. Oh, it's impact twice and +1/+1 as well, and deathless. And the other one is Challenger. That has no stats. Yeah, it's really good. So it's a total of +4/+4, and then Challenger and deathless. Okay.
Tough as wyvern scales.
And the finisher as well. Okay, Loki, I don't know if you guys can see it with the chat there. Okay, let me disable chat really fast. Look above me. Look who shows up.
Tough as wyvern scales.
I'm just gonna say it. It's a better finisher than Rise. I'm just gonna say it. It's a better level up and finisher than Rise. And here's Path to Champions. Allies with base cost 6+ cost 1 less. Alright, I mean, I don't know what to think about this. You're still, like, when you play Path to Champions, sometimes you get aggro down so hard. I don't think it's bad necessarily, but if you're, like, not ramping... Okay, wait. In Path to Champions, you usually start on mana 3, right? So you have to wait 2 turns, and then you play your 6 cost for 5 mana. You get a Dragon Boon, and then that card, round 4... How do you drop this on round 4? You start on 3, right? Mana 2? You start with 2. Okay. 2-star casual. So you start with 2 mana, and your 6 drop will be 5. So you'd have to wait 3, 4 turns? Yeah, this gives you 2 mana. But I guess Aurelian Soul Gauntlets are kind of good enough to give you an extra mana. This is probably just like playable with the Aurelian Soul Gauntlet, right? Okay, so when you play a base 6+ cost ally, play a random Dragon Boon on it. This is pretty good, I feel. Because you can get something like Challenger, you can get the heal. And then you also get to play the normal one from Elder Dragon, so it's basically 2 boons that you get. And that sounds really fun to play, I just don't know how strong it is. This doesn't seem like top tier to me or anything. And then last one, allies with base cost 6+ cost 2 less. Alright, so yeah, you basically do 3-star it. Costing 2 less, your 6 cost will be 4 mana. So if you equip the gauntlets, you start with 3 mana, you wait 1 turn, and you can play your 6 drop on turn 4. Or on turn 2. You play your 6 drop for 4 mana. Yeah. Nailed it. Is that good, chat? Because I want to say it's good, but on the other hand, are you ever playing your Elder Dragon? If you're playing Volibear, right, you need to deal 50 damage. You don't even need to attack with 50 damage. You just need to deal 50 damage. And when you summon a Titanic unit in Volibear deck, it instantly like strikes an enemy unit. So it like helps level Volibear too. It goes so fast. So I don't know what to think about this. It depends on the starting deck and the powers, I guess. Maybe like the powers they give to the cards are insane or something. I love Elder Dragon. I think it's the coolest card they are adding. But I have some question mark with like how it actually works in PvP and also how it works in Path of Champions now. You get big units faster. Yeah, I mean, that's true. But it's like with Volibear, sometimes like Volibear is a 10-10. You play Volibear and Volibear strikes. That's plus 10 to the level up. He also does like his power, like the 3 lightning strikes. Like when you play Volibear and you have the right relics equipped, you could be at like 30 out of 50 instantly. Now, Volibear's level up is not as strong as Elder Dragon, of course, so I'm not like begging to get this ASAP. But I'm just kind of wondering, like, how much attack are you reliably going to be attacking with? And how much attack does it even matter? Like, are you ever going to level Elder Drake in Path of Champions? I feel like Path of Champions is always the way to break your champion and do the coolest thing with it. I don't know if you can do that with this set of powers. I'm no expert, don't get me wrong. I play a good amount of Path of Champions, but I don't play a ton. So I'm just kind of wondering. I was wondering, is this good enough? Boons are fun. Boons look insanely fun, but I don't think I'm getting Elder Dragon level 2. If you have 2 Gatebreak, you don't need to level up. I mean, that's kind of true. Yeah, because Elder Dragon goes to 14, -1 from Gatebreaker, goes to 13. Doesn't seem broken, but it can break very easily. See, that's what I care about, breaking it. If there is a way to break this easily, it'll be very fun. Path of Champions is fun when you break the hell out of it. When you get some stupid broken combo. And when I look at this, it's like, can you do that with just mana discounts and some boons? Maybe. Maybe. I'll be making content for it either way. There will be a YouTube video on the Elder Dragon, guaranteed. I'm just, I need to see it to believe it, you know? All right, those were the 3 champions that we just looked at. My question to you, chat, which one's your favorite? Which one are you building with day 1? I know most people are probably going to say Elder Dragon. Me included. I'm most excited about the Elder Dragon. Oh my god, that's a lot of Mordekaiser in chat, actually. Barbara. Barbara's also a pretty good choice. Yeah, I mean, if you're on this channel, if you're on the Snnuy channel, it kind of makes sense that you're saying Mordekaiser because, you know, print champion, undead printer, deathless. It's really good. I just think Elder Dragon is so freaking cool, man. So cool. He is better is PvP fun. Mordekaiser and Morgana seem to both have very good decks, to be honest. So I'm very curious what will end up being meta. My money's on Morgana right now. With Mordekaiser, not too far behind. I just really love that they're giving Shadow Owl something to actually do. Shadow Owl has felt like the removal region. It's like, oh, I need a second region. Let me just play Soul Harvest, Quietus. Let me play Hate Spike. And that's Shadow Owl for like half a year. And now they got Mordekaiser with a new keyword that is also generatable by Victor and Pantheon. It's sick, man. I'm hyped about it. Basically, like a cooler Spell Shield. Spell Shield blocks a spell, but so does Deathless. Because, you know, you can't die. It's basically Spell Shield for the first spell. First interaction. And then you get to do your summon effects again. Deathless literally Giga Chat Spell Shield. I'm hyped. I'm so hyped.